From the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching The Press Row. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Barry Trammell. Time for We Pick 'em. Barry, we've got some games, but we've also got some All-Star Weekend fun to pick. Let's get right to it with Bedlam. Starts us off on Saturday. Who you got in this one? Is it going to be the Sooners or the Cowboys?
Well, I'm going to take the Cowboys. I always like the home team, but I also like the way this team is playing. The Cowboys have risen to the top of the Big 12, tied with KU, K-State. They're within sniffing distance of a improbable Big 12 title. Oklahoma's playing well, got the big win over Kansas last Saturday, but OSU playing on a mission. I think they get it done at Gallagher-Iba.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys in this one too. Yeah, I tell you, it's amazing how quickly things have changed for this team. You know, it wasn't too long ago that we saw them actually go to Norman, and I really thought, wow, what direction is this team heading when it comes to Oklahoma State? They just didn't look like themselves. They didn't play well. It was just a continuation of those road woes. Then they beat Kansas on the road, and lo and behold, it just seems to open things up, not only on the road, but at home, and they're winning games, and now they're winning comfortably on the road. I know this game is at home, but just really seem to have hit a stride, look to be playing great on both the offensive and defensive end. I think unless something crazy happens, Oklahoma State wins by 8 or 10 points in this game, but I think Oklahoma State's playing really well right now. All right, Barry, what about All-Star Weekend? We've got a big dunk contest on Saturday night. Who are you going to pick to win this thing?
I'm going to pick the guy I never heard of until the dunk contest.
So any of them. Are there any that you've heard of?
I mean, Eric Bledsoe, Kenneth Faried are ball players. The rest of them are a little shaky. But I'm going to go with James White of the Knickerbockers, because who doesn't love a Knickerbocker? The whole NBA is fascinated. If you're not a Laker, they're fascinated with the Knicks. James White doesn't play that much for the Knicks, but he's got the New York hype behind him. Athletic guy, does all kinds of things. I think there's going to be some groundswell of support to vote in a Knickerbocker.
I had to go look up names, and it's still hard to remember who these guys are. This is not the Blake Griffin dunk contest, folks. I'm going with Kenneth Faried, and that's because he's got the coolest nickname of them all, the Manimal. So I don't have any idea if this guy has some great dunks. I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to jump over a car like Griffin did? I have no idea, but I'm going with the nickname. If you got a nickname like the Manimal and some great hair like he does, I'm going with Kenneth Faried.
He's got the best game, 2 out of the 6.
That's right. Unfortunately, they're dunking. They're not playing basketball. All right, Barry, what about this? All-Star game. Who's going to be the MVP of that game?
Kenneth Faried does have some cool hair. I wish I could grow hair like Kenneth Faried. I'm going to stay on the Knickerbocker train. I think it's going to be Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo.
What, are you in love with the Knicks?
No, I detest the Knicks, but I'm unlike most Americans. I got my head screwed on straight. Lots of groundswell on the Knicks. Carmelo never met a shot he didn't like. The All-Star game's perfect for him. He's going to jack up a lot of shots. Our man Kevin Durant will too, but Carmelo's going to get a lot of shots, get a lot of points. I think he's probably going to win the MVP.
I'm going to go with Kevin Durant. A repeat performance by Kevin Durant to win the MVP. I think that's in large part because I like the West's chances to win. I think the MVP often comes off that winning team. Kevin Durant, a scorer, a guy that's going to be able to score in this game. All sorts of opportunities for him to do what he does best. I think that really opens it up for Kevin Durant to be a repeat winner in this MVP contest. Will you watch, Barry?
I think I'll probably watch because of Durant and Westbrook.
Yeah, probably so. We'll see. We'll see how Sunday goes for me. All right, what about this one, Barry? The game the Thunder picks up games that actually matter, gets back on the playing surface when they play the Rockets next Wednesday. Who you got in this one?
Well, I'm going to take the Thunder. For whatever reason, the Thunder matches up extremely well with Houston. They've routed the Rockets twice. I don't know if they're hacked off at old James Harden. I don't know if they just a bad physical matchup. Completely destroyed the Rockets down in Houston a month ago. So I believe in matchups. Bad matchup for Houston. I think the Thunder wins.
And this used to be a pretty good matchup for the Rockets. That's the thing. You thought it might have gotten better. Instead, it looks like it's gone the other way for the Rockets. They played them close in the last couple years. But I'm going with the Thunder in this one because, the trajectory of this series says that the Thunder is the much better team in this matchup. And I think coming out of the All-Star break, they're going to be fired up to get going on a good track, being on the road, want to win one of those road games. So I'm going Thunder all the way in this one for sure. All right, lastly, Barry, let's look to a college game, another college game. This one also next Wednesday as Oklahoma State's men take on Kansas. Could determine the Big 12 championship. Who wins this one?
In many ways, it's a Big 12 semifinal for OSU. If the Cowboys can win it, then they host Kansas State on the last Saturday, probably with the championship on the line. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Now, talked to Boone Pickens today, and Boone laughingly said that he watched OSU win at Allen Fieldhouse, so he said it's going to be much easier in Stillwater. Well, the truth is it'll be much harder. Kansas will be ready. Kansas will be fired up. Kansas will make the adjustments. Markel Brown isn't likely to go off and have a career day, but I still think OSU gets it done. I saw Kansas live in Norman last Saturday. Good, solid team, played well, but the Sooners beat them. I think the Cowboys are better than the Sooners. I think OSU beats Kansas.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys as well in this one. Pick them to win Bedlam, pick them to win against Kansas. Really sets them up well to finish out this season and win a Big 12 championship, which would be a fantastic, fantastic accomplishment for Travis Ford and his team. And I tell you what, Kansas, the thing, I think they're better now than they were before that losing streak started. I think they figured out some things, but still, this is a team that's turnover prone, and Oklahoma State with their guard play, I think they can really exploit that. Obviously, they don't have the inside game that Kansas does, but Kansas just struggles to take care of the ball like they should. And I think when you've got that as one of your Achilles heels, and Oklahoma State with that heavy guard play, I think they can exploit that. I think they will exploit that, and I think they'll beat the Jayhawks. And be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.